So you guys had been asking for it, and I finally got around to reading Takahashi from the Bike Shop. Well, here's my thoughts on it. Takahashi from the Bike Shop follows Hanno, a young woman in her 30s that is in a rough place at work. She's often overworked, has a lot of work dumped on her, and her boss makes these really odd, awkward advances on her that she just does not appreciate. One day, as she's leaving work, her bike chain comes loose, and not really knowing how to fix it, someone jumps in to help her. Unknown to her, this guy is actually Takahashi, her delinquent knight in shining armor. Noticing that her bike has some other issues at hand, he decides to offer his services and invites her over to his bike shop that he operates. At first, Hanno is a little bit apprehensive about being around Takahashi as well. He's a little bit rough around the edges, speaks in a pretty uncouth and kind of blunt manner, and just has this intimidating aura about him. Despite his blunt way with words, Takahashi does have a little sweetness in him and can turn on the charm when he wants to. Takahashi from the Bike Shop through and through is a story about not judging a book by its cover, in this case Hanno with Takahashi. So although the first chapter or so was quite slow, it did do a good job of setting up Hanno's thoughts, her current work-life situation, but as soon as Takahashi was introduced, it really picked up its pace and it really became quite a charming and cute series. One other aspect that I found that was done really well with Takahashi from the Bike Shop was that it really portrayed Hanno's evolving thought process in regards to her work-life situation, the pressures from her parents, as well as her perception of Takahashi himself. You can tell there was a lot of thought and meaning coming from Arari Matsumushi, the creator of the series, as this was, well, actually inspired from a real-life incident that she had. And honestly, in the end, Takahashi from the Bike Shop probably ended up being one of the more charming and engaging romance series I've read in the last little while, so I'm definitely going to be picking up Volume 2, and I highly recommend you guys check the series out as well. So, Volume 1 of Takahashi from the Bike Shop here, released on January 28th, so it's relatively new, and it was released in English by Yen Press. And as always, thank you to Yen Press for sending me this review copy. I had an absolute blast, and I'll definitely be checking out more.